Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer, and I am feeling great except that I am sick. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but my throat is excuse me, my throat is sore. As the title of this video. Now that at least I didn't have to think of this one through this time, for a change, I guess. But I took a lot of medicine not too long ago. By a lot I mean just a huge amount. I might probably actually die from this amount, but whatever. And I should be able to make this video because it has been a while, but as I said, I am sick. I was sick for quite a while now, and I was unable to make those videos, and it really hurt me a lot. Unfortunately, this is how the things went. But before we move on, as you probably can tell by the second part of the title of this videocast, I actually have a small giveaway to give you guys. So I don't really know how this ended up happening, but I do have a gift code for a game on Steam that is called Natural Selection 2. If you don't know what Natural Selection 2 is, then well, let me just tell you that this is a mixture between a first-person shooter and a real-time strategy game. And it's generally, everybody split into two teams. There are the Marines and there are the aliens. Marines use guns and so on and so forth. They have jetpacks. They are really cool guys. They have the commander, who is seeing the RTS side of the game, can give them orders and build some stuff around the battlefield. Really cool stuff. While the aliens are pesky little fellas that really, well, they look cool, to be quite honest. They move cool. They're just plain awesome. The commander cannot really directly give them orders, but he can indeed construct some, what do you call them? Buildings on his own, that's what you call them. So if you do want to have this game for your own, then that's no problem. If you are subscribed to me, then just give me a PM, private message on YouTube, saying that you want this game, and within, I don't know, let's say 3 days, maybe I'll make this a little bit longer or shorter, depending on the number of votes I get. I will draw one winner among everybody who actually opted in to get this game. I'll post the details in the description yet again, just in case. But the general rule is this: you have to be subscribed to my channel, because hey, why not? I want to promote my own channel. You can unsubscribe after the event. That's fine with me. That's not the point, is it? But you have to be subscribed until you get the award. As simple as that. And you have to send me a PM. Comment in the video, I'm not gonna cut it. Thank you very much. Okay, so now that we can actually focus on Endless Space, aside from taking the medicine to help me with this cast, today I had a pretty good day, well, aside from my illness of course, but I did finish up watching So녀시대 and Dangerous Boys, and also I did indeed watch a new, well, it's an old, but a new for me, episode of, what do you call it? Invincible Youth. Oh yeah, that's how we call it. And I thought that I ordered this as a Destiny session to stop by Fessia, because I wanted to retrofit it so that it can be more awesome when it actually reaches its destination, which is my main fleet. Unfortunately, it seems like I indeed forgot to do so, but I can indeed merge my main fleet with Morinth, that was indeed on its way to this fleet. As soon as I capture the system, which will be amazing, I will immediately retrofit Morinth and send it out on the battlefield. And okay, let's have a quick look at those proportions, whatever. So he should give us cooperation agreement and also Sidered on top of that, because they have this resource in abundance and they lack us, so they can give us gifts. And this is by all means a gift, which I'll happily accept. I really do like this. Now, so as this is just a simple trade, they have antimatter in abundance. I have titanium in abundance. So let's have a quick look if I actually will have this after I give them that. I'm not sure. Do I need 4 or 5 of a mineral to have it in abundance? I don't remember. That's a little bit disturbing. I'm not sure. Let's try it. It's not such a huge deal. Am I using titanium? Accept. And yes, I still have it in abundance, and now I also have anti-matter in abundance, which is all matters of crazy. But wow, my throat is sick. But did you hear that sound? For the first time in my life, I actually made a good falsetto sound. So maybe it is actually good. I actually, for whatever reason, I don't sound like I'm sick. Just a second ago, I was talking to somebody and he was like, dude, you are in a pretty bad shape. And now it is good. So maybe making videocasts actually helps. Who knew? But anyway, is there anything else that we need to do this time? I'm not too sure about that. I would love to decrease the dex rate even further, but alas, that is beyond my reach just for now. Was there anything that I needed to do on all of my systems? Yes, there was. So you know what I'm going to do? Oh, first of all, I didn't start my timer. Secondly, I also am not going to bore you guys with this, so I'll just pause the recording and do this off camera. So I'll be right back as soon as I give some orders to my assistants to construct some amazing buildings. So be right back. Alright, I'm back as promised, and as you can see, I was a little bit busy. I set up a bunch of production on all of my systems, and now they should be, well, busy for a little bit longer with some crazy stuff. As you can see, I'm right now losing quite a bit of dust per turn, but this will fix in probably just a single turn, because most of the other systems are only needing, per se, a single turn to actually go through the upgrades. I only installed the most necessary ones that are the ones that are most necessary for me just now, so the rest can wait for a little bit later. For example, I did not install psychological insulation on systems that still have like 6 or 9 10 still being maxed out. So, and colonial rights and careful sweeping that I went for pretty much in every single one of my systems. Well, they are quite easy to implement. They take a very small amount of industry, so we can just get them all out in a single turn, and I should be making dust again within no time, which would be amazing and very much needed. But I did have, while I did have let me say that again. While I was on this little break, I did have enlightenment. Since our war with United Empire is going well, how about we declare a second war? Yes, I know, you might think it's crazy, because I am still probably the worst in terms of military strength, and this is indeed the case. I barely have any fleets. In fact, I only have 2 of them, one of which is very weak, and a third is in the making, and it's not too strong either. So you might think that I'm crazy bad, but I actually think I might be able to win a secondary war. Let's have a quick look at this area of the galaxy. As you may or may not see, there is quite a lot of ships in here. I mean, let's have a quick look. There are Kravis ships, there are Solar ships, there are Amoeba ships, there were at least, weren't there? Apparently there weren't Pilgrim ships, but I did check something and I saw some pretty interesting results. Let's have a quick look at Amoebas. Well, they do indeed like me, they are friendly with me. But they are at war, sorry, those are Solars. Never mind. Amoebas, there we go, Amoebas, they are friendly with me, but look at that, they are at war with Amoebas, Pilgrims, and Cravers all at the same time. So even though they are the most powerful faction in the galaxy, well, yeah, look at that, they are not the most powerful faction in the galaxy anymore, because they are taking a pounding. So why don't we go ahead and take a slice of that cake for us? I believe with this much help that we're gonna get from all those other empires, it should be a piece of cake. Of course, I might be wrong and still be struggling to hold on to Ilium, but if this is the case, I can always retreat my main fleet from conquest of United Empire and send it to the war with the Amoebas, because, let's be honest, Hisho will do just fine on themselves in the war against United Empire, and they don't have to worry about Amoebas because they don't have any border issues with them. So there is my crazy plan. I think I will just wait one single turn before declaring the war, and the simple reason for that is I want this fleet to be a little bit larger, and I want to try make it go to the proximity of the future war zone, because I don't want to declare war and then take like 5 turns to actually make it into a place where there is a hot zone, let's say. Okay, so let us end the turn. I have no idea why I didn't do so yet. Yeah, that was really stupid of me now that I think of it, but whatever. We did take Oyad, which is going to be very important, because as you probably know, just by looking at the screen for example, most of my systems have only 2 or a single planet in them. Well, there are exceptions like lesser salvos, but even those systems usually don't have too many they don't have a really big population cap, to be quite honest. But let's have a quick look at Oyad. They don't have a crazy amount of population cap either, but they still have 4 planets, which is better than most of my systems can say about themselves, and they are not too bad either. There are 2 tundras, a desert, and an asteroid belt. I also did take some quite significant luxury resources, for example, concrete artifacts. Now I have access to this resource, so yeah, really you see this bonus for yourself. Dust water, obviously, also really cool. I mean, now it's less cool than it was at the start of the game, because at the start it was just crazy great, but now it is just great. Let's have a quick look at the improvements, if they are the things that I should actually care about. Well, it does give me bonus on desert and asteroids too. Ah, I didn't know about that. So I'll keep that. I think I can keep that. Yes, there are smalls and tinies in here. This I no longer need, so I'll scrap those farms because it just takes dust away from me. This I can definitely make good use of. I don't really need food in the star system. I mean, I could use it, but I don't need it too much. This is cool, interesting. So this costs 9, this costs 7. This one I definitely do not need, especially if it costs that much just per 10. But this one, complete refrigeration. Well, first of all, it sounds cool. So that's why I actually am tempted to leave it as it is. But as I said, I don't really need food on the star system, so I will resign. Thank you very much. This, yes, I will take humbly and happily. Imperial bunkers, I will leave it in. They are not too useful for me, but might be in the future. Epigenetic crop seeding, thank you, but no thanks. I don't need it anymore. So look at that. Just a moment ago, the system was losing us like, I don't know, 27 dust or something. Now it's only losing 3, and it's gonna improve even further when, well, I might need collaboration networks because, as you can see, this system is a general vicinity of everything. I mean, look at that. There's the United Empire in there, there are Hishu in there, and there's my empire there. Not that I really need to have any intel about those areas, because those are me, pretty much. But in case I don't actually finish the war with United Empire all too soon, I might need that extra radar range. Also, it lets me know what is happening in this area, so if Horatio go to war, then I will know what they are going to do. So I'll leave the system in, I will leave that in as well. This, I don't think I need 133 production. It's not that great, but then again, it is actually pretty decent in my overall empire. And keep in mind, I'm at strike, which means that this system is actually producing way less production than it could, because, yeah, look at it, I'm losing 83 because of system approval. So if I want to lose that, I would have 200 and something, which would be pretty decent. It would be not as good as Ilium, but definitely better than Festia. So I'm gonna leave this upgrade in, because Oyad might be the system I will use for ship production in the future. This is a cool thing. Wow, you know, the Empire really are crazy in those upgrades. This I will leave, this I will leave. I'm just finishing in here, so don't you worry. Biomono system, yeah, I can leave that as well. Hey, labor, wow, those guys really went all in with the upgrades. Now I can add advanced optics lab to make it even more awesome, and they don't have any moons, unfortunately. I could add that, but there's no need for this upgrade just yet, so I will not go for it, thank you very much. Oh, Temple of Infinite Trailways discovered in here. What does it give me again? Because I completely forgot it. Plus 20% trade route bonuses. Not so useful on the system, but it could be worse. It could be worse. So I'm not too angry about that. Now this hero, unfortunately, an administrator and adventurer, those two guys don't really have all that crazy cool upgrades, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I do remember that, well, administrators, all the upgrades that administrators have that are actually good, I already have. I mean, those are the ones that give you more industry and more happiness. And the rest I don't care about. Adventurers do have some pretty cool upgrades, but only as a fleet commanders, not as people that command entire planets. So that's something that I will not take a good look into. Instead, I'll just go for more veterans to boost my labor and wit, and in the end unlock 2 extra abilities just because hey, why not? I'm sorry, if you hear any sniffing in this video, well, this is again because of my sickness. I didn't sniff. Maybe I'm allergic. I mean, I am allergic, but maybe there's something allergic in the general vicinity of my chair that made me sniff. I'm sorry for that. So let my ships travel to where they are supposed to travel. What is it called? Oh yeah, a mothership Asari and Agesia. Did I actually? Oh, I didn't check the upgrades that I was going for, but I didn't go for anything past this general vicinity of upgrades. Did I? No, indeed I didn't. So I only need to retrofit this ship, not caring about anything else. So how about? Oh no, I don't do this. Like, come on, brain, why you not work? There we go, retrofit. 400 dust is a little bit. Well, it is a lot. Let me just tell you that. But now I can do some crazy stuff with this area. So this fleet, how strong is it really? Not too strong until I retrofit it. When I retrofit those areas, they could deal a potentially big amount of damage, but for now this is indeed not the case. So leave them in. As soon as I get the money to retrofit them, I'll send them to attack United Empire. For now, however, I'm thinking what is going to be a bigger challenge, Amiibos or United Empire, because Amiibos are... They still have some pretty strong fleets, as you might probably see right now. I'm trying to estimate their strength by judging by their numbers. This is kind of nice. Let's have a quick look at comparison with United Empire. Actually, United Empire might be a little bit stronger. I'm not too sure, but the fact that they also are higher in the score... What? What just happened? Hold on a minute. Wasn't it like just a 10 ago when everybody was around a like 1600 mark? And now everybody jumped past 2000? When did that happen? And when did Pilgrims become the worst and now become the second? I don't even get it. So don't count on me actually knowing this. But whatever, I'm still thinking intensely. Well, you know what, I'll probably just intercept this fleet, and as soon as we do that, if I see that there are other fleets that United Empire has at its disposal, I'll continue the war with them with my main fleet. If this is not the case, I'll send my main fleet to Amiibos. For now, however, I will not angry Amiibos just yet. But anyway, you guys go over there, guard the system so nobody can get through, thank you very much, you be quick to join him, and you just stay here, wait for being able to be retrofitted. Actually, no, I'm so stupid, I had to hit my forehead because of that too, because I just realized I was supposed to retrofit some of those ships. I really was supposed to do that, oh man. Okay, so, never mind, turn around and actually I should have gone to Loros because it's probably a shorter distance, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I still made a mistake one way or the other, and I'll wait with letting my fleet at Lessus go until it actually grows to a little bit more reasonable number. Right now, 8 ships, one of them being Morinth, is not that great. They still stand no chance against real fleets. I might have to actually, if I am to re-declare war on Amiibos, I might need to dedicate one more of my systems to actually ship production. For now, however, I will indeed not do so just yet because I need the dust. I'm sorry for that, but I really needed to take care of the sneezing a little bit. How about I drink some juice? I'm not sure if it actually will not... Oh, no. Why did you have to come all the way through here in a matter of moments? Now I'm unable to fight you. Oh, this is just a scout, okay. But this guy, however... Hey, are you the strong guy? Yes, you are. Will I be able to make it in a single turn? No, I will not. So I just have to pray that this guy doesn't go anywhere. But I was supposed to retrofit too. Ah, no! Why am I so stupid? I was born with this gift. Let's just face it. I was born with it. There's nothing to do about it now, is there? No, this is a friendly fleet. Yeah, those are the souls. They can do whatever they want. Adaptive society, you have a great use out of that because I do need myself a little bit more science than I am currently making. That said, I'm not sure where to implement this right now because I need my dust as well, and making my systems not produce dust wouldn't be too great. But anyway, Scion stagnated. Why is that? That is because it will change in a single turn. Never mind then. But what system do I want to implement to make me produce a little bit more science? Now, first of all, let's have a quick look at this upgrade, the upgrade in question. Does it give me percentage or just straight up upgrade to science? It's percentage on ecstatic, on happy, and on fervent empire as well. So it's just a percentage of science that is produced. So let's have a quick look at the system that is producing more science. And this is without any surprise, Fessia, and the second place is Lessus, which I actually did not expect, and Oyad is at third place. Wow, didn't see that one coming, but I will definitely make good use of that. So Oyad is going to go for this upgrade indeed. Now, Lucia, it has a crazy amount of science production as well, so I'll go for it too. Man, my sisters are doing really well. I'll also go for it on Agesia, I guess. And, well, I do need the dust. Now I'm losing more and more dust, and I will need to retrofit my ships as well, so I'll just go with those 3 systems, and of course Fessia as well, because I do really want to make this system pump out a little bit more in terms of science. And in the meantime, why not create some more areas? Actually, why not we calculate this, how many areas we actually need? So we have 9 ships, one of those cancels 2, so we have 10 ships. How many ships can we have? How many ships can we have here? 1, 2, and I cannot do this. But 15 is the answer, so I have 10, I need 5 more, so that's not that difficult of a mathematics. There is 5 for you, thank you very much. And now, can I actually increase the text without losing my fervent approval? No idea that I cannot, but I might need to do so because I don't want to lose so much of my dust. In fact, I want to be making it so. So before I actually do have the redundant infrastructures, well, having my approval of fervent will only decrease the time it takes to make them by a single 10 and only on a second system, so I might as well go for 20% tax rate? 20 sounds about right. Nevos is still unhappy, as if that matters at all. And yeah, let's go for 20. It is a nice round number, and it still gives me 30% bonus to science per each turn. Per each turn? Is it actually English? Whatever. So that's good enough. You cannot move anywhere because I'm a stupid piece of whatever. And are there any more fleets? Yes, indeed they are. So I guess I will continue aggression towards this general area while attacking amoebas with my secondary fleet that I don't have quite yet. But what I might do is, let's bear with me, I might retrofit my fleet at Oyad, reinforce it with my fleet at Lessus, and then send those two at amoebas to attack at 2 places simultaneously to keep amoebas busy, hopefully disallowing them to attack me, while my main fleet will have no trouble with clearing out the remaining Shredden Emperor things. Then again, do I actually care about fighting them? Because if I do, even if I do, look at this, there is only a single planet in this system, only a single planet in this system, 3 planets in Dorado, and this is a home system too bad. Oh man, they were even more unlucky than I was. Man, I would hate to be them. But let's have a quick look. Amoebas, I'm sorry, I really like you. You are cute little fellas, and you're so adorable, bye. You are really adorable. Are those guys still at war with them? Because if I end up declaring war on them when... Oh, those are not amoebas. Those are amoebas. Yeah, those guys are still at war with them. Okay, so I will not be alone in this war. So that's at least something, but... they're so cute little fellas. It breaks my heart to declare war on them. But... there can be only one winner, baby. So I'm gonna refuse. I could accept it and backstab it later, but this would only help my economy because research agreement gives you a bonus only at 25 or 50 turns. I forgot how many exactly. So this would be stupid. Besides, backstabbing is bad, kids. Remember that. If you wanna kill somebody, stab them in the heart, up front, saying you hate them instead of backstabbing them, because that's the cool way. That's all the kids do. Actually, how about you don't do that? It might be a little bit smarter than that. Okay. Now, let's have a quick look. This hero has actually evolved. Gained a level. What do I want with her? I forgot. What do I need to have this amazing upgrade? Oh, yes. I need to go for Veteran. Then I need to go for... where is the Dust Wielder? Oh, man. You know what? No, I think Dust Wielder is unlocked after Veteran 2. So what I need to go is go for Veteran 2, but since I will go for Veteran 2 anyway, I might as well go for Veteran 4 and then get the Cyber Skill upgrade that will allow me to grab 2 upgrades at once, which will allow me to get both Dust Wielder and this amazing upgrade that I want that I didn't talk too much about because you're just gonna, I don't know what you're gonna do, but you're gonna be amazed. Amazed? Well, apparently you're gonna be amazed, whatever that means. Okay, so Destiny Ascension, join! Let's join our forces in our attempt to rule the galaxy on a single something. Look, I was never a good supervillain. Oh, and this Morph isn't dead? Well, I did not have time to retrofit it, so it would die within a single volley. This is bad. What I should have done here is let Destiny Ascension stay in Lors while moving the rest of the fleet to Lords to retrofit it there, and I did stupid. So how about we do... yeah, you know what we're gonna do? Actually, Ascension, you got this area, don't let anybody go by. You, however, go to Lords, retrofit... oh man, it's gonna take 3 turns because I just... it's so annoying. Whatever, you're gonna retrofit then, and then you're gonna go back to Rotterdam. And we're gonna see if Destiny Ascension is actually beastly enough to hold its ground on its own. I could send this fleet to support it, but how about we have a test of fire by throwing a man into the pit of fire? whatever, you know what I mean. Okay, let's have a quick look at that screen. I don't remember why I wanted to do so, but whatever, I'm still making dust because I didn't decrease my text rate yet. I'll do so in 2 or 3 times indeed. For now on I can, however, indeed, and the 10. And actually, you know what, I'm gonna send this fleet into the front line straight away, because as I said, I'll probably end up merging it with the fleet at Oyad, and then I'll simply be awesome. No, I will not. But you know what I mean. Actually, even I don't know what I mean, but it doesn't really matter all that much, does it? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, I don't know, and I don't even care, because I'm a bad commentator. I'm good at endless space, but I'm a bad commentator. In the end, I just told you that I'm good at endless space. I'm an egomaniac, I know, I don't care. I mean, I think I am good at endless space, being able to win at high difficulty levels. Yeah. Well, I'm still not sure if I'm going to win at this difficulty level, which is called insane, for a reason, I guess. But we're gonna see. Keep in mind that I'm going for some crazy strategies, and oh, you're gonna have a fight of the champions. Yeah. Oh, and you have only kinetics. Dude, you really expect to do any amount of damage to me? I have a mothership. It is Destiny Ascension you're firing at. Do you even have any idea who you're dealing with? You don't, do you now? You obviously do not. I'm just gonna go for this kind of stuff because hey, why not? I'll be thoroughly surprised if they do any damage to me whatsoever. I'm probably not going to do any damage to them either because I don't have any weapons whatsoever except weapons to keep off, I don't know, space traders or something along those lines from barging into my decks and selling me some useless junk. But there's no way they're gonna do any damage to me, and actually my rockets are making their way through there. They have no flak defense and hit! Now there is some damage. I dealt 500 HP. Well, that wasn't so bad. Actually, you know what? Nah, in the melee range when kinetics are most effective, I don't really want to decrease my kinetics effectiveness for this very reason. So what I should have done here is go for better rocket damage in long and medium range, and then only go for magnetic field in melee. Good to know for the future, but it is indeed too late for that now. If I had gone for what I said I should have gone for, then maybe I would even be able to take down this dreaded. Maybe not though. Yeah, it does have a lot of life and it can repair it too, but where? It is kinda nice fight though, I like it. I mean, I love it when there is a single ship that has just a lot of weapons that it can fire. Well, my ship is a little bit less epic in that regard, but look at that. It's just like bounce, 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 bounce. Hey, you have kinetics? Well, I have a bouncy shield. And I took no damage whatsoever. Destiny Ascension! For the win. You know what? I actually might go for the rematch with this ship because there's no way I'm gonna take any damage. Which is hilarious. Oh man. Yes, that is actually precisely what I'm gonna go for. Thank you very much, Manuel. While we're loading up, I'll drink some juice. Actually, it was a very strange sensation. I never felt anything like that. Because my throat is sore, right? And it is very, what do you call it? Not suggestive, not adaptive, not... why can't I remember this word? It's very vulnerable, that's not exposed. What's the saying to those two words combined? It's very... not itchy, it's very... it's killing me. Delicate? No, I assumed to that word too? I don't remember, but you know what I'm trying to say. It probably has phlegma and all sorts of other nasty stuff in it too. So, you know how it goes. It's in a really bad condition, and now I drank this juice and... what can I say? It was a really strange sensation. I'm not saying it was a bad sensation, I just cannot really understand it. And the taste of the juice changed as well. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good, it didn't really taste like juice, but it also did taste just a little bit... I don't know what's happening. That's very strange. I don't really believe I ever had... Oh, I didn't want to go for nanopests because they're lame. Whatever, doesn't really matter. Except that if I did not go for them, and I would have gone for something else that doesn't increase my firepower, then I would indeed be able to take out the ship, maybe. Now, unfortunately, that would not be the case. I only took quite a lot of its HP, but not nearly enough, unfortunately. So I do love those battles when there's a lot of kinetics and they just bounce out of each other. Now, the problem with old school timer is that I don't know if 25 minutes have passed or if 55 minutes has passed, because it only has a 30-minute, what do you call it? Well, it can only count to 30 in terms of minutes, and then it just resets and keeps counting, right? So I have no idea how much passed, but most likely it's only 25 minutes. Plus the time I was recording for when I forgot to set up the timer. So, what is it? 30 minutes? Something along those lines. But I'm sick, I shouldn't really cast it for a little bit, for too long, because well, I was really doing great, I believe, at the beginning of this video cast. Now I'm feeling a little bit less great. I mean, my throat is starting itching more and more. Not itching, aching more and more. Can you say that this way? Aching? Whatever, my throat aches, that's what I want to say. So, H2O. For whatever reason, I love this. I mean, I love this, I don't know how to call it. Name? That's not the proper way to call it. Whatever, but I love this H2O thing. It's so cute. I remember when I was a little brat, like, I don't know, 6-year-olds or something, and I asked my parents for some kind of cool chemistry stuff, and they said H2O laughingly, and I thought to myself, oh gee, they're so smart, they know such a smart, intelligent things, I don't even know what H2O is. Oh, good times. I miss being a kid, a little bit. I mean, I love the life. I actually don't want to go back to being a kid right now. No, I do not. But it was great. So I guess I don't really miss it as much as I like thinking about it, how it was. So there we go. Now, what research do I want to go for? That's a pretty good question indeed. But since I'm going to go on a war, I might need something that is going to either make my Empire disapproval lower, or indeed make my ship stronger. Or I could go for that, directly to AI computing, because it is also, firstly, it does give me a lot of trader bonus sign without a need of producing any sort of upgrade on my systems, which would be great. Also, do you see that hand in the middle? Is it just me or is it that frog? It is a frog, is it? No, actually, it's not a frog. A frog has a different set of... No, it's not a frog, I don't think. Might be a gecko. Is it a gecko? I'm trying... No, it's not a gecko either. They also have the... Nah, whatever. I might be wrong. Maybe it's just an artist's impression or something. Whatever. It probably is, but this C4 system's really great. Plus 3 command points on Emperor. I'm gonna use it. Also, I'll be able to get a little bit more heroes. And this isn't really useful at all. But this, however, plus 25% trader bonus size on Star System gonna be useful. So that's what I'm gonna go for. I could go for some more military upgrades, but I'm feeling a little bit quite confident with what I have for now. Nevos, yeah, what do I do with you? Well, what I could do is just go for colonial rights. Reason being, because the Empire population is calculated by percentage of population. Well, you know how it is. They just sum up the happy approval of all the system and so on and so forth. But because Nevos is only a single planet, it's so easy to get it to high population. No, sorry, not population, approval. It's added on top of that, so it doesn't have a lot of disapproval because it's a planet type. So it's really easy to actually make it happy with your rule. And because of that, I can use this system to actually make my overall empire approval closer to fervent than it usually would be. So that's why I'm going for colonial rights on this system, even though it doesn't give me too many bonuses on this particular system because it is only a single planet. It will give me a bonus to my overall empire approval. So this is the reason why I'm going for it. Now this is it. It's relatively nice, not really. Well, it is nice, but it costs a little bit, quite a bit of dust. This, however, well, it would pay for itself, so I'll go for it, and then I'll go for dust. Now, what do I need to go for as well? Well, I need to make my ships finish their movements. Thank you very much. You, dear sirs, need to retrofit. Indeed, hard. I'm a British man, not really. So, what do I want to retrofit? Morinth, definitely yes, because I don't want it to die like it did last time. Can I retrofit any of those areas even more? No, I cannot. I remember that. So let's just retrofit them as much as I can. As you can see, I'm trying to retrofit the more experienced ones first, because those less experienced Well, obviously I care about less, so this is the reason in a nutshell. And next turn I will be able to make it into Ratanef and hopefully have a fight. Now this is quite a large fleet, so I don't necessarily want to engage just in case they actually have the firepower necessary to take out my Destiny Ascension. They are also blocking the Ratanef, so I cannot possibly sneak my fleet past it. Then again, actually, I can! How about the har? I don't know what that was supposed to be, but I don't really care. 30 minutes? That sounds about right. I'm sorry, I will wrap up this video cast relatively soon-ish. You know what? I actually liked it. Considering the fact that I actually am not in the best shape imaginable, I think I did pretty decent. So let's have a quick look. How much can I decrease my tax rate to? This is awesome. 50%, it doesn't give me as much bonus to science as I would like to, but my approval is favored and I'm still making dust. Quite a decent amount as well. This would give me even more science, but I wouldn't make dust and I do need to keep making the dust. So I'll leave it as it is for now. Anything else that I should keep a close eye to? Not really. Lesus is doing just fine. Oh, the reason why I'm making dust is because Lesus is making dust. And they are the most productive system of all indeed. So this is the reason in a nutshell. Also, you know what? I mean, I know the system is making a lot of food. But having this system even more populated would allow it to give me even more dust in production than it already is giving me. So what I might do over here is, yet again, go to most populated systems. I guess this is the chart, not really all that helpful to be quite honest. So no, let's try that again. Go to most productive systems in terms of food, and let's have a quick look. I guess it's already maxed out even after the upgrades, which is substantial. So I guess yeah, I choose you. You will be used to indeed make a bunch of procreators. So 2 is, well, I guess it's decent, but you know what? How about I just move this guy around and try to see how many procreators I can make in a single turn. Only 2 still, regardless of how I put it. So that's not all that too great, but I'll make those 2 guys up front and I'll transfer them to my lesser system. How about Sion? Is only colonial rights it has to. Let's have a quick look. Sion, how close is Sion? Sion's really close, and it has only 2 planets as well. Citadel has 2 planets too. Is it closer to being maxed out? No, it's indeed not. So how about I use indeed Sion to actually transfer some of my population? A single procreator? Well, it's good enough. So I'll transfer 3 points of population onto this system. With my hero, it should also, no, it's still gonna take a little bit of time before I can actually increase the population mark in the system. So how about I also use the Citadel to my devious plans? Yes, Dracula. That was Dracula though? Whatever, let me just shut up. And the same outro is PANCZASU the mighty PANCZASU spammer? I guess you could call me that. The mighty mixed spammer. If you somehow managed to enjoy my sick videocast, and by sick I mean I was sick now that it was actually good, then please like it and maybe even subscribe to my channel. Please feel free to leave a comment because I do love reading them quite a lot. And did I say everything? Yes, I did. I also have amnesia, so don't be surprised. Oh, and keep in mind, don't forget about the Natural Selection 2 gift code giveaway. I only have a single one, but if you want to play this game, then don't hesitate. You actually have a pretty good chance of winning because, well, there are probably not too many fans that I have out there. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you online.